Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the home of the Orange Army. That's right, it's time for Tier 1 here at MRC for the Zandvoort Grand Prix. Tonight I am joined by the man who's just had a pretty good race actually in Tier 2. It's Andrew. How are we, Andrew?
Not too bad. Tough race, but we move on to the main event now for the evening.
I think you had a pretty good race anyway, so you've got to be happy with it.
Yeah, I was. Really strong track for myself, so confidence around here, so go on to the next one now.
Was definitely an interesting one, that's for sure.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Yep, no spoilers here. Right, let's see who's going out first.
It's a Haas, I believe.
I think it's G-Star.
It is. He's leading us off.
Well, while he goes round on his formation lap, I will post the link to Discord for those who want to watch.
Which should be a fair few, hopefully.
Certainly should be. We've got a couple of people watching, I believe.
There's 8 already up.
Race coverage. There we go, it's now in Discord for anybody who wants to watch.
Fantastic. They can't complain if they miss it now and they know where to go.
We'll have to get some driver of the day polls up after this as well.
Oh yes, definitely.
Ah, we have Avinash
Joining us early.
I'm assuming the one he's saying let's go for is SDS?
SDS.
I'm pretty sure that's a friend of his.
Fair enough. Few cars warming up ready.
Bergen asking Calvin to look after his seat.
Let's just hope he doesn't do a Jensen Button in it.
Oh, I don't think he's in it though.
I think it's dumbest.
Yeah, I think it might be. Anyway, we move on.
Yeah.
So there we go, G-Star just coming into the banking. Seems to take a nice tight line there. Must be quite a few lines you can take through there though.
I think there is, yeah. Especially on lap 1.
The only one that doesn't seem to work particularly well is the high line, what you see the real drivers taking.
It's weird that your game prefers it low line, but the real life drivers now are just going to go high like the IndyCar did.
I sort of make a V out of that and slingshot myself down the straight.
Chris Bailey with a penalty.
Yeah, 5th-place grid penalty. Must have had a bit of a bump. Good evening, Martin. Fresh from your Tier 2 Williams showing there.
He was fast tonight.
Oh, he was fast. I had real hard work.
Disqualified for blocking the pit lane.
Ah, Francie 5. Yeah, it was real hard work trying to keep Martin behind me tonight. While we were battling anyway. First one in is a 12.5 from G-Star and Nick. Yeah, it was fun, Martin. I really enjoyed that. Hopefully we can manage that again. Kid Dynamite won 11.1. Wow. He's put everybody on notice with that. That is a hell of a banker lap.
It is.
I thought Reese's were quick with an 11.6.
Yeah. I wonder whose car he's got. Has he got a certain Mexican's car he's in tonight, or is he in a certain hometown hero?
I don't know. I didn't actually pay attention to who was in what.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Is LRL on a lap? He is. So I'm stay on board with the McLaren. Who's got his teammate not far behind him actually.
Yeah, it's running quite close together.
We'll see how they get on. Gotta love the Papaya Beast. Where's he going? He's coming up to the end of Sector 2. 50.1 on his Delta.
Quick lap.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't know what the interval deltas are supposed to be. I just go by the end time. I'm usually too busy pushing.
Yeah.
To pay much attention to it. It's like I'm either up or down. 11.9. That's a cracking one. Let's have a look what his teammates just about to do.
2000.
11.8.
Where's he been hiding this pace from, Mr. Hodgson?
He found this pace in practice last night. Just appeared out of nowhere. He keeps saying I'm slow, I'm struggling with this setup, I'm not going to do anything. Hello?
He's always a reliable pair of hands, isn't he, Hodgie?
Certainly is. Dumbest Hornet just coming down the final straight now. Rear wing flap wide open for a 12.9. Still a respectable time.
Yes.
We never really got...
Sorry,
we never really got a proper shootout in Tier 2 because of the rain.
Yeah, everyone was running straight out.
I was just lucky I got that good lap in straight away.
Yeah, I waited too long because I was trying to see if I could put a bit more wing on the car to go a bit more wet setup.
I saw the forecasters being wet in quality. I was like, I'm going, it's dry, go, go, go.
Bye. I don't blame you.
Probably I'm going to get one shot at it, so whatever happens, happens. Let's have a look at Mr. Three-time champion himself, J Sarge.
Oh, we've got a spinner. SpongeBob lost his front wing. He's off at Perez's favourite corner. Right on the inside of the banking.
Oh yes, the penultimate corner. That curb is a nightmare.
Yeah, you've clipped that curb on that inside your round.
You could clip it a bit, but if you go too much onto it, you're just gone.
Yeah.
I tend to be a little bit slower on the penultimate corner to avoid it and give myself a better run down the straight.
Little bit of held up by the Mercedes a little bit there for J Sarge.
I'm assuming that'll be MTO. He's on an outlap.
Yeah, Camo's in the pits.
Hopefully he saw him in time and it's not hindered him.
Doesn't look like it was too massive.
See where he can put this Alfa Romeo. See if he stops sandbagging yet. I still think he's sandbagging because he was telling me I was honking last night. 11.9, there we go. Some of his pace is finally appearing.
I think there's more to come from him in the last couple of runs.
So do I. Kellogg's is saying he's ready for it now. Or ready for it.
No, I'm ready for this.
Well, he's done a 14.0 banker lap. Oh, Kid's on another run. Looks like he's marginally up as well.
Could we see a 110? Oh.
Well, if anybody's going to do it, I think it's going to be probably between Kid and Reese.
Oh,
that was a bit of a tank slapper.
Yeah, I think he's going to bail on this lap.
I didn't know we were doing the Dutch drift.
No, nor did I.
Oh, Spam's just slammed in there with an 11.5 into second.
Great from the Aston Martin.
I wonder if that's where Avinash gets his pace from. Does he train with this guy?
Might be.
Let's go have a look at Reese, because I know he's been fast in practice this week.
Yes, and that's Alpine of his.
Yeah,
been playing musical chairs recently.
Well, yes, they have, haven't they? And we still don't know who's going to the Alpine.
No, we don't.
I've heard something about AlphaTauri are willing to let Gasly go to Alpine if they can get the IndyCar guy they're after.
Colton Herta, yeah.
That's the one, yeah. But it's basically depending on whether Herta can get a super license or not, because he's a few points shy.
I think he is, but Reese is on a quick one. Reese is on a very quick lap.
I wonder if we're going to see the first 110 here.
4 tenths up.
It needs a little bit more out of the final sector then. That's a tight line to take out of there. 11.0. Did that tight line cost him a little bit there?
No, I think it might have actually helped him because it's
because I noticed all
distance travelled.
Most of the drivers are staying on the outside this time, because the more you steer, the more speed you scrub off.
Yeah. What was your way to get through that corner in Tier 2?
Cut in tight on the inside and then drift out wide towards the exit. So I'm steering as little as possible.
That makes sense.
Because the more you steer, the more you scrub off.
Down to Hodgie. Is there another lap?
Yeah, he was margin about the same in the first sector. Just waiting to see what his second sector time comes up as. Chris Bailey there's just snuck into fourth with an 11.6.
Yeah.
Oh, Hodge is up. If the map's right, it's a purple middle sector, but we know what the map's like.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
But it was saying somebody got a purple sector in the wet in tier 2, so...
Yeah.
11.6, so he's improved slightly.
Yeah, he's right behind SpongeBob now.
Yeah, literally right behind him. That close he could stick his fist out and go, here we go.
Yeah.
Bit of a fist bump going on. LRL's just gone 2/10 better into 5th.
Yeah.
SW's just jumped up into 3rd, 11.2.
And AlphaTauri's coming out of nowhere.
It's definitely getting tight up the front. Let's go have a look at the reigning champion. Mr. Saviour himself. Hopefully calls better strategies based on the team he's with.
They weren't too bad for me. 11.6.
Well, it's an improvement over what they managed over the weekend.
Yeah. Just looking now from 4th down to about 12th, 13th is separated by about half a second.
It's mental, isn't it?
It's the delta here is ridiculously tight. It's similar to Austria, in a way.
Oh, let's have a look at Camo Bald Boy. We haven't watched a triangle car tonight yet.
Yay, Geometry Wars.
What we really need now is Mr. Square in the triangle car. That'd just make the week.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've just thought of another good nickname for the Mercedes car now.
Go on.
The ship from Asteroids.
Yeah, that works. Something that's going to be down in the Mercedes dungeons, according to Toto Wolff.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to want to look at this car for a while.
Hi, Zach. It just pops up with a pair of eyes. Oh, Avinash says the invisible boatmobile. Let's go have a look at Nick. I'm assuming he's on the lap. Since we're one of the only ones that is.
And then Alpine.
Oh, is Kid Dynamite about to put another fast one in, or is he going into pits? No, we're getting a time. Oh! How close is that?
11.001.
Come on, kid. I thought we were going to get a 10 then.
That's going to annoy him. It's not going to annoy him because he's on pole, but he's going to annoy him that he's that close to breaking the 10 barrier. Whoa, Nick VT! Spotting on the final corner.
Okay, Checo.
Yeah. No, he's waiting though nicely for people to let him through.
Mark Hanley seems to be on a lap, so let's have a look at his.
Yeah. Right behind his teammate at the minute. On the grid.
I'm expecting we'll see the sergeant out soon.
Oh yeah, he'll be up for duty and ready to go again.
He always seems to pull it out of the bag.
Oh, he didn't get given those 3 titles, did he?
Well, speaking of which, he must have been listening to me. He's on an outlap.
Yeah.
He does realise the Jedi isn't supposed to listen to the Padawan. It's supposed to be the other way around. He should be advising me, not me advising him. Mark Haley doesn't improve, unfortunately. Let's have a look at MTO.
I'll tell you something that's been good to see. People were paying attention to that video we filmed the other night.
Yeah, that was quite fun to do with that, actually.
Oh, it was.
A bit like hosting Tier 2, I got drafted in a bit last minute.
Who's the quickest on an outlap?
Prix is asking in Discord if formation lap's on.
I don't think it was for Tier 2.
No, it wasn't.
Let me pause and find out.
You might.
I'll have a quick glance.
There we go, let's have a lap with Sarge. Just coming round Tarzan corner now.
Formation lap is off.
So there is no formation lap.
If you are listening to the stream, which I hope you are on the grid tonight.
I'll just put it on Discord as well because Reese was asking.
Yeah, he's just leaving the pits now.
There we go, Sarge is just coming into turn 7. SW 110.8. There's a 10. And Kid's coming out, he's going to try and have an answer for that, I'm sure.
Ask and I shall receive.
Well, we keep asking for one, so... See what Mr. Sarge is doing at the end of his second sector. He's marginally up, but it's only about a tenth.
He's got time to go again.
Times are so tight here.
Yeah, as I say, it's close delta.
God, I'd be qualifying like 15th what pace I had. No way I'd get anywhere in tier 1.
These guys are tough to race against, they are very quick. Speaking from personal experience.
They're all too quick. Hodge not on an actual lap.
Xavier, I think, failed out of his, so I think he's going to go again. There was a bit of a traffic jam in the last sector.
The blowhole's not doing anything. Let's watch Mr. Dynamite himself.
Let's see what he can explode with.
In that lovely looking Red Bull.
It's not a bad looking car this year, is it?
It's probably my favourite car on the grid, to be fair. Really enjoyed racing it tonight.
I have to race it Wednesday night.
Lucky you.
And I got the Geometry Wars early in the night.
Ooh, well, lucky. The Geometry Wars. The Triangle car. Blooming heck, Kid's 3/10 up. This is an absolute stonker if he makes this stick. Just coming up to the penultimate corner, hooks it in very nicely. Doesn't do a Perez. Into the final corner, coming around the banking. He takes the tight line as well. What's he doing? 110.7 we'll call it. What a lap. Well done, Mr. Dynamite. Talk about exploding your way into first.
Definitely. That's...
Reese has bailed on his.
Yeah, he's not going to get around again. He's not going to make it.
No. SDS is having a spin. What's LRL managing?
So much speed being taken through these corners.
He's very hooked up there, I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's just noticing the difference between myself and them earlier on. I was struggling around that.
Oh, he's 2 tenths down. I don't think it's going to make any impression this one.
No, I don't think he's going to improve. Champs up to P5.
Well done, Saviour. And the triple champs languishing down in P11. LRL's bailed, SpongeBob's bailed.
He's slow over the line.
Yeah, Mark Haley. This will put him up a few.
He's
7th. He goes 7.5 tenths up in the end.
Nice. Don't know where he pulled that out from.
Must have had a really bad final sector on his first run.
Must have done.
Saviour's not on a lap. SpongeBob's not on that.
Seconds down.
I don't think Gattian is either.
No, he's invalidated.
Yeah, he's invalidated. So there we go.
That's your grid, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice, exciting qualifying session.
A little bit more entertaining than tier 2s.
Yeah, definitely. But that was half spent in the pits.
Yeah. I think you got through half of War and Peace, didn't you, when in the Red Bull garage?
No, I got that bored. I came back out on Inters to get used to the track in case it started that way.
Yeah, that was my thinking. Race. But if any of the drivers would like to tell us what the weather and the race is going to be.
They like to do a Cilla Black impression, don't they?
Yeah.
Where's Gav when you need him for his surprise?
You took the words right out of my mouth. But no, it's the weather here, especially with here. The fact is that it's right on the coast as well.
Oh, it's so close to beach, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see it from the loading screen map.
Well, I could see it from watching Sky Sports thing over on Sunday.
Yeah, you can see it right now.
So there we go. We've got Kid Dynamite on pole, SW in second, Reese in third, Chris Bailey in fourth, Saviour in fifth, Camo Baldboy in sixth, Mark Ainley seventh, SDS in eighth, LRL in ninth, it's SpongeBob in 10th, Mark Hodgson in 11th, the triple champ Jay Sarge in 12th, Slayer in 13th, Nick BT 14th, MTO in 15th, G-Star 16th, Dumbest Hornet 17th, Gatti in 18th, Kellogg's at 19th, and Francie 5, who was disqualified, is 20th.
But Chris has got that grid penalty as well.
Yeah, so that's going to drop him down to P9, unfortunately. So Saviour, Bald Boy, Mark Ainley, SDS and LRL are all going to jump up a position.
Definitely.
So let's see what the weather's going to be. And remember from last season, this track is very challenging in the wet.
As it was when we just raced here now.
Well, we had full wet race in Tier 2 there last season.
Yeah, it's not a favourite of mine.
And then in X we had wet again. So I had to race it in the wet twice in 1 week. Lovely. Well, it looks like we're getting dry to start with.
Fantastic. When life just says, yeah, you get 2 wet races at Zandvoort in a week, when life just says to you, I don't like you anymore.
2 wet races in 1 week with no traction control.
I don't envy you in the slightest.
I think I finished P9 in the Tier 2 one.
Nice.
And then I think I crashed and burned in the X.
Oh dear.
Never mind.
2,
Here we go.
3,
No formation. Straight in. 5 red lights. And we're underway. Kid gets a great start. So does SW. Reese has got an even better one though. Is he going to have him into turn 1? Ooh, that's very tight there. No, I don't think he's going to make it. He hasn't. So Kid still leads us away with SW in second, Reese in third, Saviour fourth, Bald Boy fifth. All seems to be getting away very nicely though. No major crashes or anything yet.
Well,
let's hope it stays that way. Oh, I think I spoke too soon. I think Dumbest Hornets had a bit of a moment with SDS at the back.
Yeah, there's both back going again.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Let's have a quick...
Is this like deja vu? A Red Bull leading away?
Yeah, let's have a look at a couple of the biggest jumpers. Sarge is up 5.
Wow, what a start! From 12th to 7th. That is a hell of a start.
12th to 7th. I think I made a similar sort of jump. I got up to about...
Speaking of which, let's have a look at tyres. So, Jay Sarge has gone for softs, so's Nick BT and so's Francie 5. Everybody else has gone mediums. So that explains Jay Sarge's start then.
Yeah,
and it looks like he's about to have his teammate here.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't this deja vu from the Tier 2 race?
I heard something about that.
Yeah, the Alphas fighting each other.
Francie 5's doing the best though, he's up 7 spaces.
Great start from the 20th after getting disqualified in qualifying, as he's right all over the back of the Alpine.
Jay Sarge is really giving that geometry car a bit of a hard time here.
Pushing it through. He's got to make the run now. He's got to get up there.
Yeah, he needs to try and break away from the chasing pack to make the most of them softs.
Yeah, he needs clean air. He's going switchback. Inside.
What a move!
Got him.
He's not a triple champ for nothing, is he? That was a beauty of a switchback.
That was.
Absolute beauty, that one.
Now he's back to his old friend, the Ferrari.
Oh yes, his old teammate, I believe. I'm sure they were temporarily teammates at Ferrari.
Yes, and the guy who took the title off him.
Oh yes, so he'll enjoy taking this position off him. Kid Dynamite though, fastest lap.
He's breaking away.
I think J Sarge had something to say about that.
Yep, I think.
So we're doing up front. So
Mark Hanley and MTO Camo wheel to wheel.
top four is all separated by about 6/10 between each one.
Right around the bank and they're alongside each other. Bringing our RL into play.
Oh, let's go down and have a look at that. Yeah, Camo's practically pushing that Alfa Romeo up the track. So Mark Hanley don't seem to have the early pace at the moment.
No. Oh, Hodges had an incident.
Oh no, not
Yellow flag,
Hodgie.
he's missing his front wing.
Yeah, I reckon he'll go stick a set of hards on then and run as long as possible.
Yeah.
I actually find the hards a better race tyre than the mediums.
They seem really good.
Oh, we're under VSC.
This will help Hodgie. It's a big godsend for Sarge as well.
It'll negate the time loss a little bit, but it's only going to be out for probably half a lap.
Yeah.
Sarge will be just hoping he can time it right for the restart.
Yeah, he's right on that gearbox of that Ferrari.
What can he say? He wants his car back.
Yeah.
I think he's missing his scarlet red one.
I thought he wanted to get away from Benotto. The strategy calls.
If Sarge calls his own strategies, I think he'd be alright. There we go, it's ended.
There's a few cars in the pit lane. Nick beats
Francie Five's been in.
Nick BT and
Oh,
Hodgie.
my neck! I thought he was going to go for it there. I'm sure that's the same place Sarge tried to get past me yesterday in practice race.
Oh, LRL's off. He can't move. That's a very precarious place he's in.
If needs be, he might have to reset to track. As long as he does it safely, we'll allow it. Oh, he's moving anyway.
Yeah, he's got to watch that Williams coming through.
Well, he's moving, so it should be alright. Might just have very cooked tyres at the moment.
Yeah, he's going to have to watch it for a half a lap.
So DRS is about to go live. Although the Alfa Romeo of Sarge has actually dropped back now.
Yeah, Mark Henry's back all over his gearbox.
Yeah, he's practically defending against his teammate. He's going to have a look up out front. Because Kid is going to be trying to push the hell out of that Red Bull. He's going to want to break that out of that 1 second window to negate the DRS.
Which he's nearly done. He just needs to get under the 10th.
Because I know how hard it is to get somebody out of that window.
Yes.
I spent lap after lap trying to do that.
Although SW is going to have to start worrying about Reese behind him.
Yeah, so he'll be praying to stay in it to keep, because the DRS will tow him along, make him less vulnerable. But obviously, the Kid's going to want him out of it so he can try and relax to some extent. Anything happening further down the field? I think all the closest battles seem to be up near the top at the moment.
Yeah, so spreading out a little bit at the back.
Sarge is a bit closer this time. I wonder if he can get the run. Seems to lose time actually coming out of the final corner. See if he gets a better run out of there.
I wonder if his tyres are how knackered his tyres are.
Soft should be alright at the moment. Might just be maybe Savvy's running a little bit higher downforce.
Yeah,
so
it's a high downforce track, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, it is a surprising one. It's like the Hungary setups. Well, if you've got the bottle and you can get the suspension right, you can go run a little bit lower.
You risk it a little bit around this part of the lap.
Thing is, I don't think J Sarge is going to push too much. I think he just wants to see the checkered flag.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
As far as I recall, I don't think he's finished a race in MRC at Zandvoort.
He'll want to buck that trend tonight.
Well, he managed it in the practice last night. He saw the checkered flag.
To finish first, first you have to finish.
As the great Michael Schumacher once said. It's all gone a bit stale now. It's the only problem with this track. Because it's so hard to overtake, it goes stale very quickly.
Yes. Just have a quick look at my Canadian camo. Camo's right back on that Alfa Romeo again.
Although Reese is really pushing that AlphaTauri around the track at the moment.
Yeah, I think he... Oh, spinner at turn 3.
Is that Kellogg's?
It is. Oh, tyres are cooked, he's gone again.
I remember a time up.
Beached.
Is that going to bring out a safety car?
No, but
It's got moving again.
yeah, he did reset the track.
As long as nobody was in the... As long as he didn't get in the way of anybody, we can allow that. Because you said yourself he was beached. Oh, here we go. Reese is making the move.
Is he going to hold it around the outside?
No, he's not. SW brakes really late, but Reese goes for the switchback. But SW has him covered off. It's one of the best bits of action we've had so far.
Wide on the banking, no.
It was a bit like the real race yesterday. That was a bit of a, is anything going to happen?
Yeah, and then we got it all in the last couple of laps.
We had so many laps of nothing happening, and then all of a sudden Alonso made an overtake, and it was like, woohoo, we're all awake.
Sorry, what?
But yeah, it definitely all happened later in the race with virtual safety cars and strategy calls and radio rants.
Yeah, Reese is lining that AlphaTauri up.
He really is. Can he make it work this time though?
He needs a really good run out these next 2 corners.
That penultimate's a nightmare. You catch the inside curb, you're doomed. You go too wide, you're doomed. So he's making... SW is playing this sensible. He's making him go for the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, has the switchback worked?
Nice.
Well done, what a switchback. He was wise to it from the last lap.
Yeah, well done, Reese. Good play. Reese, good move there.
Ooh, SW got a bit twitchy, didn't he?
Very sneaky out of there, but...
Camo and Mark Ainley are fighting on the run down to 7, though.
Yeah, this is going to be wheel to wheel. Keep it clean, boys.
Mark Ainley manages to retain position, but how long he's going to manage that for is anybody's guess.
I do not know.
But they've dropped it SpongeBob behind.
Yeah. Sarge has done his pit stop as well. He's come back out on hard about a lap ago.
Let's have a quick look at tyres again. Yeah, so Nick, Francie and both went on hards. Sarge has gone on hards with his latest stop. Hodge went for the softs.
He needs a safety car.
I thought he would have gone hards personally, and
Yeah,
hope for a late safety car. There we go. Can the geometry car get past the Alfa Romeo here?
Lining him up.
I don't think it looks a bit like the real geometry car. It doesn't have the straight line speed.
Yeah, it was almost like Reese and SW moved from a couple of laps ago.
That triangle really does not have straight line speed.
No.
So that's the problem. You want high downforce here, but you also need something to be able to fight with. Ooh, Chris Bailey's just had a bit of a twitch there. We're going side by side through 2 with Slayer.
Still keeping it the right way.
Ooh. He's all over the gearbox of that AlphaTauri though. I don't see that Slayer's going to be able to hold him for long. But Chris literally has no ERS. That light is going mental. use your ERS here. Oh, I wouldn't anyway. I'd use the DRS to keep close, stay close through the penultimate corners and charge as much as possible for the run down the start-finish straight, because it's your only real overtaking opportunity here.
Yeah, it's the only real one apart from the back straight.
That back straight's nothing, there's no to it. I don't think it's long enough to be scratching your nose, let alone make an overtake.
Yeah.
Unless somebody gets a really bad exit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, Kenley and Camo's still going at it. Camo's getting... Can probably draw the back of that Alfa Romeo from memory soon.
At least they're managing to race nice and close. But nobody's had a bump yet. So easy to get caught out by braking zones here.
Definitely.
Or if somebody has a slight twitch, hits the brakes to correct, and all of a sudden, if you're too close, bang, there we go.
Chris and Slayer.
He's got him.
Very unorthodox overtaking spot, and Gatian. There's contact.
Oh, Slayer's gone as well.
Yeah. Contact Gatian and Slayer.
Currently doing his Kylie Minogue impression in the middle of the track.
Yeah, they're going to have very cut tyres, those two.
"12 laps. You could consider going to hards, but you ideally want to hold out a couple more, yeah.
You'd think so.
When we had that safety car on lap 8, I'm like, I'm not pitting.
I didn't do the same either. I was going to get the medium suits about 16, 17.
Yeah, I waited till the next safety car, then I pitted.
Yeah.
Just a couple of laps under the safety car brought you into the window of what you could do on the hards quite comfortable.
Oh, easy.
See, I don't need Ferrari strategists, I can call better strategy.
Yeah. Speaking of Ferrari, Saviour is closing in on SW.
I've just moved to that battle myself. Seems to be one of the closest on track at the moment. Buying for Gatti and Nick BT and Francie 5.
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look at a really nice camera angle I've got. Nice helicopter shot.
Well, you've got a nice shot then. I've just got the standard one or the on board, really.
Saviour's closing. Is he going to have a go at Tarzan?
I think he's carrying a bit too much downforce as well. Oh, Callogs is out. He's lost it coming at us 8 by the looks of it. That's a full safety.
That's... Leaders should be in now.
MTO's straight. Oh, Chris Bailey, sorry, is straight in the pit lane. He must have been in the right place at the right time.
I'm having that glitch again. MTO was in the pit lane and now he's jumping all over the place on my screen.
Oh, it is a bit glitchy, isn't it? What a wonderful game! What a wonderful game we've all paid for.
Yeah. Something's going on.
It's happening with a lot of them on the pit lane exit.
Yeah, they're all just like phasing back onto the track.
But it only seems to be a visual glitch for us. It don't seem to actually happen. Although Dumbest Hornet's pretty much stopped on track. I think he's had a Delta glitch. Oh no, he had it big time. Because he was actually in the pits, but he was stopped in the on the middle of the track. That's the second time tonight that's happened to him.
Yeah, it's happened to us in our race.
Kids now hit the pit lane, so has Reese, so has SW and Saviour. Mark Hanley's following suit, Camo's following suit, SpongeBob's gonna... Is this gonna put... It's gonna bump Jay Sarge right up there though.
Yeah, but he's only coming around the last couple of corners.
Oh no, it's not, is it? These are all gonna stay ahead of him. But he won't be pitting, he's only on 5 lap hards.
Yeah, he's gonna be... His tyres are gonna be nice and warm up.
The entire field is now on hards. I would be really surprised if anybody actually pits at the moment. Speaking of which, Jay Sarge has just pitted. What is he on?
He's going to mediums.
He was on mediums.
No, he was on hards off his pit stop. He's run the softs and the hards, and now he's going to mediums.
Oh yeah. Weird choice. I don't think the mediums will go to the end from here. That's 22 laps.
200 or 300 safety car.
Still, you're very pushing it. I found 15 that were practically burnt out.
Yeah, he's gonna be very.
He's gambling on a late safety car here.
You'd think so.
And the two in front of him will possibly have to pit again.
Slayer's doing the same. He's coming out on.
They're 12-lap mediums.
Yeah, he's had a wing change as well.
I believe Slayer and Sarge are probably in a party together.
Either that or Binotto snuck down to the pit garages and whispered something in their ears.
I know them two do get on quite well.
Slayer's just spun on the pit lane exit on his out lap. He's got to go get another front wing now.
Not having the best race though.
No, it's our favourite person that leading the race again. Mr. Mylander's back again.
Oh, he should be driver of the day.
He should be for tier 2. Avanash has mentioned in the chat, Pirelli reckons 20 laps before they go boom. Well, to be fair, this is also the same tyre company that said, no, these tyres will last around Silverstone, and what happened?
True. Yeah, I don't always believe
Pirelli.
Definitely not. Yeah, like you said, case in point, Silverstone, when half the field's running around with busted tyres.
Yeah, Lewis finishing on 3 wheels.
Yeah. You've got a multi-time champion finishing the race on 3 inflated tyres and 1 puncture.
SW's had a penalty.
Yeah, some kind of collision with Reese, I believe.
Reese, yeah.
Don't tell me they're getting the Delta glitch as well.
Possibly, that'll be looked at later on.
Highly probable. Hopefully the safety car actually decides to come in off this race though. SW is pitting.
Wing damage?
Carl says they think this lobby is glitched because Chris had 3-second delta twice. Yeah, the deltas are very glitched on this track. Because I got it whilst leading the safety car procession at one point. I was literally crossing the start-finish line. I'm the car behind the safety car, about a second back, and I got a minus 5-second delta.
He's going on to softs though. I'm still with you.
And I'm assuming the same happened to Martin because he dropped massively behind me because I had to slam on to avoid not getting the penalty. And yeah, Martin dropped right back as well.
I think Gattin's having the same issue because I've just seen him really slow out of turn 1.
No, we'll have to wait and see what happens, won't we? I'm not going to say we even think about making calls on it yet because the field hasn't even bunched yet.
Yeah, they're all still really spread out.
Well, Slayer's 20 odd seconds back because he's pitted multiple times. And safety car's in this lap.
He's going to have to hurry up.
Hodge is nowhere near, Slayer's nowhere near.
Hornet and G-Star are only just coming around. They're going to be on the right straight.
Gattin's going to catch up in time.
Oh, Gattin will be fine. If Hodgie catches him up, is he going to be still at racing speed?
That might give him an advantage because we know how much he loves to drag positions out off us a restart, but he's not going to catch in time. Kid's gone already. He's not catching. He's only at the chicane. Kids out at the start-finish line.
Yeah. Canely's having a look at Saviour. Turn
I
one.
think he's made it. Oh no, Saviour's managed to hold it on the inside.
Well, Saviour's now had a run at Reese.
See, we all watched the real-life race, and you could hang it around the outside there.
Yeah.
You can't do it in the game. The physics just don't match up.
I think I've done it on the one of the older games. Oh,
I'm assuming 2020 or 2021 then.
yeah, it's a brave move by Mark Canely. Don't normally have seen overtake there.
What? What did I miss?
Mark Ainley's got past Saviour around top of the circuit.
Wow. Isn't that around the same place that Chris Bailey got past someone as well?
I think it was, but I'm keeping an eye on the top two, and Reese is not letting that Red Bull get away.
Somebody's had a moment. Fancy 5 possibly. So there's a yellow flag in sector 2 and a slow moving car. Oh, somebody's off. That's Dumbest Hornet.
Reese is having a look.
Woohoo!
Wheel to wheel.
It was going to make it to turn 3 first, basically. I think kids held on to it for now.
Got it.
I think he's struggling with his tyre warm up though, especially with his elite settings.
He's on the elite settings, Reese.
Kid.
Oh, braver man than me.
He's very good on it, but the warm up on the hards on them sort of settings is awful. If you don't get enough heat in them.
Although these two fighters bringing that Alfa Romeo into play.
Although I did find that the scrub set actually warmed up a hell of a lot quicker. Bergen were right on that one.
Well, they're set in a bit more, they're a bit more burned in.
Because I did about 3 laps on the hards, mostly under safety car. Obviously I had that collision with the spinning driver. Had to pit, so obviously I had to take my hards straight back off. Because unfortunately there's no option to go...
Okay, Lee. On Reese.
What a move.
Got him.
Very nice move. So, kid's really going to have to start pushing here.
He's got 2 very quick drivers behind him.
3, because you've got Saviour there as well, and I won't count out
Saviour.
Camo Bald Boy.
Yeah.
Any of the top 5 I think are in contention here. SpongeBob's nearly a second back, but a second is nothing in racing terms.
Yeah, these lots start fighting each other and you're going to be right back up on them again. I think I can just hear rain outside my window.
Did you get that lovely storm last night as well?
Apparently so, but I don't remember hearing it.
It wasn't that loud, it was more the lightning was going absolutely ridiculous.
Was it quite frightening?
Not particularly, but about every 30 seconds it were going for it.
Don't worry.
I know what you meant.
Oh, showing my age a little bit.
I'm not singing it for you though.
No, it might make it worse outside.
Oh, it definitely would. I don't have a good singing voice.
Yellow flag around the... Oh,
Dumbest
bit of
Hornet.
contact. Bit of contact with the Mercedes and the McLaren.
Is that MTO and Mark H?
LRL.
Oh, he's dropped right back then as LRL.
The Red Bulls just gone around the outside of G-Start. Off the banking.
That's a good move. Jump back up to the front. Oh, Dumbest Hornet's in the pit lane again for another front wing. He's really not having a good night tonight.
No. No start. I think he's gonna have the one from Bikini Bottom right on his tail in a minute.
Ah, the one who lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Yes. Patrick Starfish's friend is coming up to right behind him.
See, Sarge is not making much headway on these mediums.
No, although looking at
I still
Camo,
maintain they are an awful race tyre on this track.
Camo and Saviour are having a good right go at each other now.
Is it a ding of the dong?
Yeah, they're...
Oh, it looks like Reese is crawling all over Mark Ainley at the moment. He's that close he could draw me a picture of Mark Ainley's diffuser.
Yeah. I was going to say savouring Camo ball, but it looks like F1 back in 2017-18 again, Mercedes versus Ferrari.
No, it's just Ferrari versus Ferrari.
Yeah, Reese is right back on that Alfa Romeo again.
SW and SpongeBob seem to be having a right ding-dong though. But SW's on the soft, so he's cutting his way through at the moment.
Yeah, he needs another safety car though, otherwise he's going to be a sitting duck.
Probably worth keeping an eye on him though, because he's making way more ground than Sarge is. But yeah, I think another safety car in the next 5 laps would help him out massively.
Help everybody out.
Yeah, if you get it in about the next 5 or 6, you could consider going soft.
Be shootout towards the end.
Because you'd be in the last 10 laps, a couple of laps under safety car, you'd easily manage it.
Oh, no issues.
Maybe a little bit warm at the end, but everybody would be in the same boat.
Oh yeah.
That's when you separate the men from the boys, when you're 60+% on your tyres.
Yellow flag, Aston Martin.
Oh. Spam's retired. Is that going to bring out a safety car? Seems to not be doing.
Not in a very ideal position there.
He's lost it coming out of the banking, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He's been cleared already, so no safety car.
Those Dutch marshals are really quick.
And just like the driver.
Oh yeah.
Are we going to see a Red Bull winning this race though? The Orange
It's just
Army
like
will go
watching
wild.
real life.
Wow, you don't see an Alfa Romeo in second though.
Yeah. Although, another difference with the fact is that we can see with our crowd compared to the real life crowd that there's no flares anywhere.
To be fair, they did behave themselves with the flares during the race.
Yeah, although there was one.
Pity they didn't during qualifying.
No, unfortunately.
See, it just shows the mentality of that, how stupid that actually was. Because they threw one of the flares out on track. If they were thinking, well, this is going to stop the session, like it red flagged it before, Max wasn't on pole at the time.
It's Q2. As well.
It was Q3, it was in P2 when the final flare got thrown. Because he actually got pole on his final attempt.
Yeah, it's before Checo.
Yeah, luckily he went ahead of Checo for that one.
Made hero.
I've just had that lovely helicopter shot through final sector as well.
Good shot, isn't it?
It is a good one. See what Saviour's doing, because he's right on the back of Reese and he's just put fastest lap in as well.
Yeah, Saviour's on quick. Right, that setup he's got must be worn up those hards really nicely.
Well, the top 5 are all very close. Sarge is still dropping back.
Yeah, he's in a bit of no man's land at the minute.
He'll be praying for a safety car in a few laps.
He will be.
Strap a set of softs on and go full blown Sarge mode. Yeah, Saviour's looking dangerous here. I think his problem is he's stuck in the DRS train.
Yeah, he can't get ahead of Reese because he's got the DRS off Mark Ainley, and Mark Ainley's getting it off Kid.
Top 5 are all in the DRS
Yellow.
train. Oh, what's happened there?
Gatian.
Yeah, recovering Ferrari.
He's getting going again. Have we dropped the driver of the day poll in?
I don't think it's ready yet.
Fair enough, just checking.
I'll have to check, but I don't think it's ready, so I'll make sure they're sorted and up in Discord for afterwards. And I'll try and add them onto the descriptions of the YouTubes.
No, fair enough. Kids not dropping Mark Ainley yet.
It's been a bit too much of a rush tonight.
Yes, it's chaos, isn't it?
We'll definitely get them up for at least the MRC crowd to vote.
Oh, definitely.
And hopefully be a bit more organised for Wednesday.
And who is taking a spot in the box on Wednesday night then?
Wednesday, Tier 3 I believe is Chris Bailey and possibly Gene Genie. And Tier 4 I believe is the Con Anaconda and the Choir Boy.
The Choir Boy! Sorry, I won't do that impression ever again. Okay, Lee.
Ooh, I was a little bit tight on room there.
Yes. Although I believe it to be your turn to head out on track again on Wednesday night, isn't it?
It certainly is. Now tonight it didn't go as planned, but it's given me a good confidence booster that I've got a decent pace round here.
Yeah, you were very fast.
So hopefully it can bode well, and maybe I can actually pick up a W this week.
I like the confidence.
Well, I've had 2 this season. I'd like to make another one.
The one league I've not won in yet is this one.
Your time will come.
I've come close on a couple of occasions.
I can't actually remember how many. I think of 5 on-track wins. No, 3 on track, 2 on penalties, I believe.
Fair enough.
I've had plenty in MRCX, but because it's category, I don't really count them.
That's fair.
Because I can finish 10th and still win my category.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be nice if I could actually pick up the win champion at the end of the season.
Nice. I see why not.
I think I will in MRCX. I've won 5 out of 6 so far.
Definitely. Reese is back on that Alfa Romeo again.
He certainly is. That's a hell of a battle going on.
But you know, this is helping though. Kid Dynamite out front.
It's not really helping him as such though, because there's still less than half a second gap. So he's still very, very vulnerable. He can't ease off yet.
No, he needs them to start fighting again.
Like properly fighting. Because if they properly fight, they're going to drop off. He can just run off into distance.
They're very shaky at that last corner.
So look, any interesting comments?
Again.
Yeah, it's a bit quiet in the YouTube tonight.
Yeah.
Anybody on YouTube chat got any fun facts for us? Maybe surrounding the Dutch Grand Prix? Where's Melvin when you need him? Our own mini Max Verstappen.
Mini Max.
Mini Max, Super Max.
Although I'm glad they brought back Zandvoort, being honest, but I think it's how well Max has been doing. I think this is why the main reason they brought it back.
Well, it was originally agreed before he'd actually done a great deal, wasn't it?
I believe it was.
It was originally supposed to land for 2020, and he only had a handful of race wins at that point. But they wanted to bring back another old school track and reprofiled it. I still think the pit lane needs work. It's too small.
Oh, definitely.
But then it got cancelled for 2020 because of the pandemic. And then
Year.
when it came back last year for its first race in many years, it actually turned out to be with Max fighting for a championship.
Yeah.
So they actually got treated to an absolute thriller.
Oh, definitely. But I think it's a similar sort of concept to when Alonso was winning and they had 2 races in Spain. Schumacher, when he was winning, there were 2 races in Germany.
Well, the 2 races in Spain when Alonso were winning.
A few years later on, yeah, he was at Valencia, the harbour track.
Yeah, he won a couple of races there, but definitely didn't win championships around then. He was at Ferrari getting stuffed by strategy.
Yeah, so when the hill, they started rolling down the hill a little bit.
It's a bit gutting though, because they can produce an amazing car, fight for race wins, but then when it comes to fighting for a championship, they always throw it away.
Yeah. So a quick scan through the field, and we got Hodgie having a go at SW.
Oh, let's have a look at that.
It's only just for third. It's only for 13th, but
it's a bit of close action, and it's a bit different to what's going on up front.
Oh, another spinner. MC5's gone on the Red Bull again.
Oh, Hodgie got a bit twitchy there. I know Hodgie's not a big fan of this track, to be fair.
Gattian's pitted.
He's going for a fresh set of softs, and I don't think he's losing a great deal by doing it.
No, he just needs a safety car.
They all need a safety car.
Definitely, but I think, looking at it now, I think Kid's gap's arcanely enough.
He's got that second, well, it's hovering around a second.
Yeah.
Hodges, he did drop. Yeah, it's dropped back quite a bit now.
Which is weird, they're all missing the age of tyre, the top 5.
The top 6, top 7 are on the exact same age of tyre. It's just Sarge is on mediums, whereas the others are on hards.
Yeah,
Nick BT though, 27 laps on them hards.
SpongeBob is all over
that is.
him. SpongeBob is all over the Sarge now.
Let's go have a look at that. Nick BT's having a bit of a ding-dong with Chris Bailey.
Wheel to wheel with Chris. Chris going around the outside of the banking.
Hey, who's going to make that stick? Really can't call that.
Both on the ERS.
Oh, Bailey got it. He's got it, I think.
Driven boys.
Oh, Nick's going for the switchback though.
Keeping an eye on Sergeant.
That is one hell of a battle.
Oh, definitely.
I think Chris has just got the better of him though. I think them tyres for Nick must be feeling awful.
You'd assume.
They're going to be rolling around on metal cords at this rate.
Yeah, be on the wheel rim. Sarge, I think he's getting a better traction out of that last couple of corners. Keeping him ahead.
He's dumped all his ERS though.
I think they're both low.
Sarge has got 11%. SpongeBob's got 13. So yeah, they are both very low at the moment. Nick BT's got less than 10%. Chris Bailey's really hammering it. He's got nothing. Absolutely nothing left. But the blowhole seems to be holding on to that position and he's dropped Nick quite well. Kids dropped Mark Ainley quite well. They're both on similar ERS, so
yeah.
Reese is on similar. Savey's got a little bit more, but only a touch. Well, is Mark Ainley going to be vulnerable to Reese here now?
I think he is.
Stay on board and have a look. I think he might have enough to cover him off.
Yeah, Reese isn't going to get him. Although really close going into Tarzan.
Oh, bit of a slapper there from Mark Ainley. Thought Reese were going to get a great run out of that banking corner then.
Right on the gearbox.
I ain't even going to try and work out the corner names.
I think the only two I know are Tarzan and Harry Lyondike.
I only know Tarzan.
Something's happened with Sarge, he's dropped down.
SW's just got 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
I wonder if Sarge's tyres have gone off.
19 laps on mediums. I said they probably weren't going to last. He's been mugged by Bailey now as well. He's down in 8th.
I think
Let's have a look.
he's got a puncture. Sarge has got a puncture, left front.
He has as well.
I think that's what he's. Absolutely gutted.
Maybe the Jedi should have listened to the Padawan at that point. Who was it that said Pirelli reckon you could get 20 laps out of the mediums before they explode?
I believe that was Avinash.
Avinash, fire Pirelli. Because that is clearly not the case. 19 laps and they went bang. Just like Silverstone, they overestimated.
Bang, and the tyre is gone.
So instead of Sillet bang, it's a Pirelli bang. Oh, now Sarge gets to battle with his mate Slayer.
Yeah,
although surely he should make mincemeat out of him.
Yeah,
20
MTOs.
laps hards versus 0 lap mediums.
Oh, this would be like candy from a baby.
It should be. They do warm up very quickly as well. Is he out of fuel or something? He's going really slow. Like he's been caught by Gattian.
Lights on.
Has he massively underfueled and stuffed himself here?
Don't think so.
He's got no top speed.
He's still able to get up to top speed, decent speed.
We'll have a look down start finish straight, but he's lost a hell of a lot of time on that outlap, and the softs are pretty much straight away going.
Reese is right up the back of that Alfa Romeo now. He knows he's got to do it soon.
Unless he had an issue with his pedals or something. It were like he only got to about 6th gear down on the run from the banking to turn 7.
Very weird.
Like he had no power there. Well, he's absolutely draining his ERS at the moment. Oh, MTO's out.
Too late for a safety car.
Yeah, we're in the last 2
Reese
laps.
has made Reese has had a bad run off the banking. Saviour's got him for P3.
Saviour's let him back through.
Must have been under the yellow flag.
There was a yellow flag in sector 3 because of MTO.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's had a spin.
Slayer.
Is it Slayer or is it SW? It was SW.
Yeah.
Slayer's just overtaken him.
Just keeping on this battle going to this is going to be on the last straight, I think. These two. Oh, Mark Hanley's twitchy.
J Sarge 112.5, he's found some pace.
Reese is going to have him on the switchback, I think.
They're better waiting to start finish straight.
Yeah, I think he is, but he's going to have to watch that Ferrari, though.
Because they've both got about the same in ERS, so if you can keep on him.
Yeah.
Like right on
it. Tight finish.
See,
no, I think Mark Haney's going to get it.
Mark Haney gets a better run there.
Kid's going to cross the line, though. Fantastic win. dominated.
Yep.
McKinley P2, Reese P3, Saviour P4.
Camo P5, SpongeBob P6, Bailey P7, LRL P8. G-Star should come through 9th for any minute. He's just coming through the banking.
Hodgie off. Tight.
So G-Star 9th, Hodgie 10th.
He'll be happy with the point.
Nick's coming through the banking now to claim P11. Chase Sarge is going to be P12. With Francie 5. Oh, he's gone. What was going on there? So Nick 11, Sarge 12, Francie 13, Gattian 14th, Slayer will be 15th, SW is 16th, and Dumbest Hornet 17th. Timing board went really weird there.
Yeah.
It bounced Nick BT all over the place. Francie 5 got driver of the day from the game. What will everyone else's vote be though? We'll get the links up in Discord very shortly and hopefully added to the stream links. And then everybody can hopefully get voting.
Definitely.
But if you've enjoyed what we do, like the channel, subscribe, and you'll get notified when we go live again, which will be 7 o'clock Wednesday evening for Tier 3. Which, like I say, I believe is Mr. Bailey and Mr. Genie.
That should be an interesting Grand Prix.
It certainly should. Let me get the podium celebration out and then we'll confirm the results off the results screen. So there we go. As confirmed, Kid Dynamite got the win. Dominated that race.
Absolutely flew.
Must have channeled Max Verstappen from the weekend because Red Bull. So Mark Haley 2nd, Reese 3rd, Saviour 4th, Camo 5th, SpongeBob 6th, Bailey 7th, LRL 8th, G-Star 9th, Hodgie 10th, Nick BT 11th, J Sarge 12th, Francie 5 13th, Gattian 14, Slayer 15, SW 16, Dumbest Hornet 17, MTO 18th but was a DNF, SDS 19th and Kellogg's in 20th, who were also both DNFs.
That's weird because I've got MTO classifying on mine and the
Yeah, he's classified as +3 but he was a DNF, wasn't he, because he went up final corner.
Dumbest Hornet was 16th and SW 17th. But no, that was a fantastic Grand Prix.
It certainly was, and thank you for joining me, Andrew.
No worries, thanks for having me again, and see where we are next week for the fantastic ladies and gentlemen.
I think I've got a week off next week. From the comms, anyway.
Where will the rest of us be racing next week?
Next week is Monza.
Ah, the land of speed.
Yeah, the Temple of Speed itself.
Fantastic.
Which I believe is Hodgie on Tier 2 comms and the Banshee on Tier 1. I don't know who the co-comms will be yet, that'll get decided during the week. But yeah, thank you again, Andrew, and thank you everybody for joining us.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.